Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nur Izzat Izzuddin. You can also call me Izzat, and today our group will be presenting the findings from our interview with Papajoe Corner Pahang, Jengke. Alright. Conduct on 19 November 2025. In this session, we will share insight into the business background, its characteristics, and the classification of this business item. We will also highlight the recording process along with the strengths and the weaknesses of its accounting practice. Papajoe Corner has built a reputation for offering delicious Western cuisine at affordable price, making it popular among the community. Through this presentation, we aim to provide the audience with a deeper understanding of how Papajoe Corner operates and the factors that contribute to its success.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Naim Najmi, and I will explain the business background of Papajoe Corner. Firstly, Papajoe Corner operates as a food and beverage restaurant. This means the business focuses on selling and preparing food and drinks to the customer, either for dine-in, takeaway, or online purchases. Secondly, the business name is Papajoe Corner. The names represent the brand identity of the business and helps customers easily recognize it in the market. This name also brings the nickname of the owner itself. Thirdly, Papajoe Corner is located at Lot 10 Lorong Mutiara 8, Bandar Jengke, Pahang. This location is strategic as it serves the local community and nearby the Jengke bus central. Other than that, the capital contributed for this business is around 50,000 ringgit Malaysia. This capital is used to cover startup costs such as equipment, raw materials, and daily operation expenses. Lastly, the main business activity of Papajoe is selling a variety of food and beverages. This allows the business to attract a wider range of customers by offering the different menu options such as the nasi lemak ayam popcorn, and it has become the students' favorite menu. Other than that, soto, western, lempeng in the morning, and many more. Thank you, and we move to the next topic.
Welcome back, guys. I know you miss me, right? And now, I would like to share with you guys about Papajoe Corner business characteristic. First of all, business type. Papajoe Corner is a sole proprietorship, officially registered under the Business Registration Act 1957. The second one is ownership. The business is owned and led by Muhammad Faizul bin Hussein with support from his sister in management and his wife. The third one is capital. The initial capital was around 50,000 to 60,000 invest in handmade chairs, tables, and other essentials. All funds came from the saving owner without bank loans, as he preferred to avoid any debt. The business grew gradually due to limited capital. His background in the metal filling industry gave him the skills to build the business. And for the last one is management and control. Management is handled directly by the owner, Encik Muhammad Faizul, and assisted by his sister, while his wife supports daily operation. In conclusion, Papajoe is a small but strong business built from a legacy, personal savings, and the hard works. Despite limited capital, the owner has managed to grow the business while maintaining the quality and consistency of his food.
Hello everyone, and now I will discussing about the classification of business item in Papajoe Corner. In Papajoe Corner, there are many types of business item include asset, liability, equity, revenues, and expense. First of all, I will talk about asset. There are two types of asset, which are non-current asset and current asset. First of all, non-current asset. Non-current asset is long-term resource that can be used for more than 1 year. In Papajoe Corner, they have chicken cutting machine and onion cutting machine. These two items bought by owner for reduce the duration of time food to get ready. This restaurant also have their own vehicle. It used for owner or worker for move to one place to one place. It also helps to carry a big item such as furniture. Dining tables and chairs also provided to comfort their customer. Other than that, this business also got cash machine and signboard. Second type is current asset. These assets are used or sold within short period or less than 1 year. Current asset in Papajoe Corner include inventory. First inventory is their material, raw material such as ingredient in food. Another current asset is cash that come from customer using physical money. Most of customer also using QR code or online banking, which directly goes to business bank. For liability, this business doesn't have non-current liability, which prove that business doesn't have long-term loan or long-term debt. Current liability must be paid in 1 year. Papajoe Corner have current liability which tax payable. The owner must pay yearly to state authorities. Move to the next one is revenues. Revenue present income earned by the business. First one is sales of goods. The sale from their food such as type of fried rice, western food, beverage, mi celup, and their signature nasi lemak, which popular among students in UiTM. The final one is expense. Expense are the costs incurred while operating the business. At Papajoe Corner, there are many types of expense include purchase of goods for serve people, salaries for worker, utilities such as water and electric to keep business operate, rent expense to state authorities, discount and advertising to attract customers and increase their profit of business. Last but not least, they also have license and insurance for business. In conclusion, Papajoe Corner use many items that can be classified into business item. That's classification, support efficient operation, financial control, and long-term success of the business. So, that's all from me.
Next, I will explain the recording process of the business. Firstly, the source document. The source document used in this business include the sales receipt, supplier invoice, bank statement, and payroll records. These documents are collected daily and serve as proof of all business transactions. They help the owner to ensure that every sale and expense is recorded accurately and systematically, but this sole proprietorship business has no legal obligation to keep the books and prepare accounts. Next, the recording process. All transactions are recorded using a smartphone. The owner records daily sales, purchases, and expenses directly through his smartphone. This method is simple, efficient, and suitable for a small business, and it helps save time and reduce the risk of losing records. Lastly, the summarizing process. The summarizing process is done with the help of his sister. She assists in organizing the records, transactions, and summarizing them into simple records. This helps the owner to better understand the business performance and manage the business more effectively. In conclusions, the recording process begins with source documents, followed by recording transaction using a smartphone, and ends with the summarizing the business records for better control and decision makings. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Khairul Rizwan and I'll be presenting on strengths and weaknesses of Papajoe's recording process. First, let's talk about the strengths of Papajoe's recording process. The first strength of Papajoe's recording process is the convenience of recording. We asked Mr. Papajoe himself, or also known as Mr. Muhammad Faizul bin Hussein, on how recording on the phone helps him. He said it is very convenient and easy to use, especially when recording financial transactions. It also doesn't take a long time to record any financial usages or receipts. Now, we all know when recording something on a book manually, it becomes a hassle and it also becomes very, very tiring and takes a long time to record it manually on a book rather than on a phone, especially when there's a lot of transactions involved. As we all know, on a phone, with the touch of your fingers on the keyboard, all of the notes or all of the financial transaction that you put on the notes is there on the phone. Secondly, we'll talk about how it has less receipts as strengths of Mr. Papajoe's recording process. Now, Mr. Papajoe insisted that when he is using a phone to record any financial transaction, he saves wallet space. Now, what is wallet space, you may ask? Well, he said that whenever he goes and buy raw materials for his shop, he always saves the receipts and fold it inside of his wallet to carry it around for reference. Now, ever since he recorded financial transactions on a phone, he no longer needed to carry physical receipts anywhere he goes for reference. He can just take a look at the notes in his phone and see how much he had spent for any raw materials or stuff for the shop. And he saves wallet space and his wallet doesn't become bulky, which is very annoying to have a very bulky wallet on your pocket, especially when you're sitting down anywhere you want. Now, let us talk about the weaknesses of Papajoe's recording process. Firstly, the difficulty of recording part-timers' hourly salary. Yes, it is much more easier to record wages in his phone. However, Papajoe said that it is difficult for him to calculate the exact amount the part-timers worker salary when they come late to work. Now, we all know recording it on the phone is much more easier than recording it manually. However, when you're recording on the phone, it doesn't help you to calculate the precise amount of certain things. Now, Mr. Papajoe also admits that he may or may have not been overpaying his part-time workers that came late. Well, he said that it is illegal to underpay a worker, but it doesn't say anywhere that it's illegal to overpay them, which, I agree with him. It does not say anywhere that it is illegal for you to overpay a worker. Now, secondly, the inaccuracy of recording. Using phones and no longer relying on receipts may be convenient. However, it can also cause the inaccuracy in recording. how, well, when you record something on a phone, it can also cause miscalculations. Like I said earlier, when we are recording something on a phone, it doesn't help us to record the precise amount of certain things, which can lead to miscalculation. Secondly, it can also cause the wrong classification of accounts. Now, when we are recording on a phone, which in Mr. Papajoe's case, he records every single transaction on a phone. This will ultimately lead to a wrong classification of records in his accounting process. Secondly, he will not have any official financial records for his business. Yes, recording on the phone is very, 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 very inconvenient, but this may cause him to not have any official financial records, and this will also cause him to unable to summarize the business transaction annually. This can also cause him to not able to compare his business growth or activity and transactions throughout the years much more efficiently. That's all from me. Now, we have come to an end of our presentation. Thank you very much everybody that is watching this video right now. And also thank you to Madam Jun for giving the opportunity for my group and I to present this beautiful assignment. The big, beautiful assignment. Now, thank you very much to everyone again. Thank you to all of my group mates that has worked very hard in this assignment. Also, thank you to Mr. Papajoe for giving very, very helpful and handy informations. And thank you all once more for watching. See you guys next time.